Hello lovelies, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Fancy from my science closet, and today I want to welcome you the third episode of my series Finding Your Life Sparkle, a series that I created to help you on how to follow your intuition, living a vibrant, authentic life. Basically just help you to go after your dream life. So in the previous episode we talked about the power of mindset and how our thoughts work. We talked about how to be more positive and how to reshift the perspective of life. And also we mentioned that this thing of reshifting your perspective of life takes a lot of time and commitment. And the reason about this is because this is processed in your subconscious mind and has been built since you were born. So the reason why I'm making this brief summary is because today's topic is going to be to understand limiting beliefs and how to get rid of limiting beliefs. And these limiting beliefs are also processed in our subconscious mind. So with no further ado, I think this video is going to be kind of long, so grab your cup of coffee and tea, sit tight, and let's get to the video. Okay, so before getting started with the theory part of limiting beliefs, I want to make an example for you to understand what a limiting belief is. Imagine somebody has been telling you during your entire life that you're useless and that you're not going to achieve anything in life. That thing that has been said to you your entire life has been recorded in your subconscious mind, and at the end of the day you're going to believe that that thing is the reality that you are going to experience and what you believe. Okay, so as I mentioned before, a limiting belief is something that is recorded in your subconscious mind and is going to block you from getting the life that you want. So what is happening here is you're believing a certain thing, and this belief is the thing that is going to block you to get the life that you truly want, right? So this belief is limiting your ability to overcome these limiting beliefs and go after your goal, your job, or your dream life, which is what we are talking about in this series. These limiting beliefs come from what you learn or what you experience in life, and they have been built in your subconscious mind since the moment you were born. It can also be something you have been convinced to believe or something you have been taught to believe. So what happens here is that anything that goes against that belief of yours, your mind is going to block. So in summary, your mind becomes conditioned. So maybe what I can do is share a personal example for you to understand this better, and a limiting belief I am actually working on because it's very difficult for me. I have stage fright. And I don't mean I'm going to go into the stage and freeze, right? It's just the fact that I get really nervous whenever I have to do a very important speech or a project speech and be up there in front of a big audience that is going to be listening to me. And I get all nervous. At the end, I get up there and I do it, but I'm actually really nervous, and I'm not entirely focused on what I'm saying. I'm actually really focused on the fact that I'm nervous. That is really bad. And the thing that gets me really nervous is because I think, oh my god, there's probably going to be someone there that knows more. Oh my god, I'm going to be judged. What if I make a mistake and I don't even realize it, and then people start making weird faces about what I'm saying? So it's like kind of the reaction of the big audience that makes me nervous and makes me feel scared to go onto the stage. This limiting belief that I have is not going to go overnight, and I have been working on getting rid of it through the years, and obviously it has been reduced. It's not as bad as before. So like I remember the first time I had to make an important speech in my university, and I would be on the stage. You could feel my voice, my hands, and my legs shaking. Like I really didn't want to be on there. Like obviously with practice, because that is what you have to do, practice and give time and effort, you're going to make that thing go away. Okay, so now that I made an introduction or the definition of limiting beliefs, I want to take advantage and talk about happiness and how let's just say they tell us how we should feel about happiness. And the reason why I want to talk to you about this is because the way we are taught how to feel about happiness is a limiting belief. Since we are born, we are always taught to feel that in order to be happy in life, we need to achieve success first. We need to suffer or pay a price first, and then you'll be able to be happy. And that is so wrong. And I'm just going to give a brief example. Oh my god, it's all about examples today. So a brief example is, I remember in high school I had this one friend that would always be like, oh my god, friends, like you're always smiling. How do you do that? Like, why are you so happy? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just happy. And he said like, no, something should have happened. Like what happened in your life that you're so happy? And I'm like, nothing happened. I'm just happy. And he was like, no, that's not possible. Are you saying that you're in your daily life, you're happy? I'm like, yes. What do you mean you're happy? You're in high school, you haven't achieved anything. And I could not understand why it was so hard for him to understand that I was actually happy with my life, even though I was in high school and I hadn't gone so far. So maybe you can relate with this, like a lot of people out there really believe that in order to be happy, you actually have to suffer, pay a price, and achieve success, whatever success it is to you in life. And apart from this, we also grow with this belief that whenever everything is going perfect and everything is going great, you think everything is going to fall apart and a disaster is going to happen. You know that phrase, "It's too good to be true." So like, obviously when everything is going amazing, there's something that is going to go wrong. We grow up with that belief, like nobody ever tells us, no, that's not true. It is actually possible that you're happy and that nothing wrong is going to occur now. So I'm really glad that I never actually listened to what people said, to be honest. And I'm really glad that I decided not to pay attention to that nonsense, because obviously you're not going to be happy 100% every single day. But it is possible to be. I am happy with my life. I have always been happy. Yes, I've gone through bad situations. Yes, I've got under stress. Yes, I've had like, of course, you're not going to be happy the entire day. Something can go wrong, but that does not mean that you're never, ever going to be happy in your life unless you get your, I don't know, whatever success it is to you. So like right now, I am so happy with my life, and of course my happiness has not always been the same level. So what I want to say with this, I have always been happy, but like when I graduated, I was happier. When I did my master, I was happier. When I made more friends, I was happier. Now I'm in another stage in my life that I'm trying to get this dream of mine, and I am so close, so I am happier. And I know the moment that I get that dream, I am going to be crying in tears of happiness, because that is me, you know. But like, I cannot say that I have not been happy yet, because that would be a lie. Okay, so like so the reason why we're taught this way is because I don't want to say everybody, because not everybody is the same, but the majority of people have a belief system of limitation and lack. And so, as I said before, people think that in order for you to have happiness, you need to achieve success. So what I want to tell you is, what you need to understand is that happiness is not something that is deserved or something that is earned. Happiness is just a state of mind in which your thinking is positive most of the time. So if you stay there waiting until you start having pleasant thoughts about your life, you're going to end up convincing your subconscious that you're undeserving of happiness, and this is going to end up as a result that you're going to be unhappy and unsuccessful. What I want you to remember is that happiness is not selfish or wrong. It's not selfish or wrong to feel happy, okay? Happiness is the means to an end, and this end is success and well-being. So in order to have that success, everybody's talking about, you actually have to be happy, and by the way, positive. So you cannot just sit there and wait for happiness to happen to you, because if you wait there, it's not going to happen. And it works the same way for limiting beliefs. If you don't try to change them, they're never going to go away, because this has been built through years in your subconscious mind. You need to take action. You need to like start changing everything. And for this reason, this is what the video is about. Is I'm going to share with you several exercises that I'm actually working on right now to get rid of those limiting beliefs that I have. So glad that it's not the happy thing though. To get rid of them and live better and go after your dream life. Okay, so the first exercise is to change the way you react about things. So it's very important not to let any outward influence tell you how you should feel about yourself. Okay, so say you have a very important exam or a very important project and you failed, okay? Obviously you're going to feel sad and bad about yourself, but just make sure that it lasts only a while. Make sure that that moaning and that feeling helpless, you change it for another attitude. Okay, so like me, for example, obviously if something goes bad or an exam goes bad and I know I failed, and this I was taught by my dad is, okay, it's understandable that you feel bad because obviously that exam you wanted to pass, right? But you need to take action and change that into another habit. And the thing is, okay, Why did I fail? What good can I make out from it? How can I learn? What things can I correct or put a solution to for next time not to happen again? So you have to change that moaning and helpless feeling for this more conscious habit to gain strength and positivity to face problems in your future. You just need to remember you cannot let it affect you too much, because to be honest, it's just another deal in a world full of deals. So you just need to move on, okay? Everybody, absolutely everybody in this world faces obstacles and challenges every day. So it's not the obstacle and the challenge itself, it's how you perceive them and how you face them that really makes that challenge or that obstacle negative or positive. Exercise number 2. I want you to look for the origin of that limiting belief. Okay, so what I mean by this is to try and discover what original cause that limiting belief has. So what I would do here, actually what I have done, is I grab a piece of paper or your phone or your iPad, whatever you want to do it on, and I make a list of all the limiting beliefs that I have. And once I have made a list, one by one, I try to find out when it started, like when it was created in my subconscious mind. Why did it happen? And why did I keep it there? Because obviously it was something from the past and you're keeping it because you're actually believing that you're not able to do that something. And also I try to understand what feelings I have attached to that limiting belief. So does it bring me joy, or does it make me far away from joy? Does it make me angry or upset or feel fear? What feeling is attached to that limiting belief? And this leads me to my third exercise, which is to write a truth and a positive fact. So as I said before, you have your paper with all your limiting beliefs listed, and you have already written where it comes from, why it happened, and what feeling you have attached to it. So what I want you to do right now is write a truth and a positive fact to every single limiting belief that you have written down. So for example, say I write, I am not a smart person. Right? Say that is one of my limiting beliefs. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is draw an arrow, say untrue, I am actually a smart person, and you're going to write the reason. So why am I a smart person? And you write it down. This can be something you have achieved, for example, in the past. Okay, just think about something in your life that gives the truth fact of that limiting belief. Because when you have this written down, the truth facts, this is going to be very helpful to start getting rid of your limiting beliefs, because what you can do, the first thing when you wake up is to read them. So read every single truth, reason from that limiting belief, and you're going to start believing all those good things about you. And also what you can do in here, a little mini tip in here is, and I'm probably sure that I mentioned this in other videos, is to say positive affirmations every single morning. So say like, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am able to do this. Okay, exercise number 4 is to practice living in the present. It is not worth it to live in the past or in the future. To feel happy and to feel alive, you actually have to be living in the moment. So for you to understand this, because I know a lot of you are going to be like, yeah, everybody says that's live in the present, but you don't actually live in the present because you have like these situations going on and then you worry about things of tomorrow. Okay, just try to hear me out. For you to understand, I want you to do something for me right now, and what I want you to do is try and concentrate and think of a happy memory that you have. Okay, think about that happy memory that you have. Right, you got it? Perfect. Now, tell me, please, if I am incorrect what I'm going to say about your happy moment right now. I'm completely sure that happy moment is happy because you were so in touch with the experience you were living that you were not thinking about the past or the future or what worries you, because you were busy living that moment. Okay, what happens is that happy people are absolutely absorbed by the feeling of being alive. And don't get me wrong, you can totally take advantage of the past and your future, just don't live in it. And this leads me to my 5th exercise, which is take advantage of your past and your future. So take for instance your past. You can use your past to see how much you have achieved in life, how much you have enjoyed life, and this is going to help you to gain strength and gain positivity and start getting rid of those limiting beliefs you have. And now you can use your future to envision. So what you can do here is envision a goal, envision a dream, envision your dream life, envision your dream job, whatever you want, just envision it. Visualize yourself with that thing that you want. visualize yourself happy. Try to imagine that feeling of winning, and you can do this together with the positive affirmations every single morning. So if you close your eyes and you take a deep breath and you start visualizing yourself in the future with that thing that you want, and then after visualizing, after seeing yourself happy, and after feeling that thing of winning, you have to tell yourself, I allow myself to achieve this goal of mine. And say it several times before starting your morning, and I promise it will change the way that day goes. Okay guys, so this is it. I really hope that you liked it and you find my exercises helpful. Please leave on the comments what you think about this, if you would do anything else, or yeah, just your opinions. I would love to read about them. And remember that by living your daily life with focus and concentration, not only you will perform at your best, but the intense pleasures you will experience are going to increase so much. Okay, so again, I really hope you liked it and enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell button to get notified with my videos. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next video. Mwah.